Hello and welcome back to Tree of Tranquility. The second day of fall now, and it's a nice rainy day outside. I find that in the fall season you're going to get a lot more rainy days than you do in the summertime, and so we can enjoy taking a break from watering today, and I have some plans in store. So of course when it's nice and rainy and stormy like this, we are not able to bring our animals outside to graze, and so we have to make sure that we remember to feed them and take care of them properly. And we'll start with the sheep. And one of the things that I kind of neglected to mention is that you can hand feed your animals in this game. So rather than putting the fodder into the sheep's food box, what I could do is I can actually go right up to the sheep with the fodder in my hand, and I can put it right down in front. And what that does for your animals is it increases their affection for you. So it's just a faster way to get hearts aside from letting them outside and brushing them and doing those sorts of things, if that's something you want to do. So everything was a-okay in the barn. Let's go ahead and go to the coop and check on our chicken here, and you can also go ahead and hand feed your chickens. You can do it with any animal, and later on, if we ever decide to get silkworms, feeding your silkworms by hand is probably one of the only ways to actually get their affection up, and it's almost necessary. So I'm going to make sure it has some food. Yeah, it does, just before I go, just in case. And with our chores very quickly taken care of, we can head into town. And we're going to take another trip to the Tailor's today, of course. It doesn't open until 9, but that shouldn't be too long of a wait once we actually walk there. We met Candace yesterday, but we have 2 other characters that work with her that we have to meet. And we can also take a look at their inventory, what they're selling, and maybe get that rucksack upgrade that I talked about. Welcome! What can I do for you today? Flashy patterns are totally in style right now. You should try out a new outfit. Oh, come on, take some risks. You could look way more attractive. Luna, that's enough. You're making the customer uncomfortable. What? No, I'm not. I was totally about to make a sale. Luna, stop being ridiculous. Well, it's nice to meet you. We just opened up this tailor shop. We sell clothes and accessories. I'm Shelly, head tailor of the shop. Pleased to meet you. I'm Luna. You need to have good taste when it comes to clothes. How's your taste? Well, in real life, I have no idea how to be fashionable or what is fashionable, so we could say not really, but she might be more happy if we say totally. We might actually get some affection with her. Or not. I guess she doesn't see past our lies. So, oops. Please excuse my granddaughter. Her manners need some mending. Well, she's honest, I guess. By the way, Luna, do you know where your sister went? Probably someplace where she doesn't have to talk to people, like the field or the mountain. What a wallflower. Luna, don't say mean things like that about your sister. I met her yesterday. She's very nice. I'm sorry about Luna, Nick. Anyway, it was nice to meet you. So you can tell by talking to Candace and then talking to Luna that they are complete polar opposites, and they also look very different as well. Luna is a lot shorter than Candace, and she's a lot more outspoken. She's very blunt, honest to the point. And Candace is more the hang in the background type of person. And for those of you who may not know, who may not have played this game or Animal Parade, both of these girls are marriageable if you are playing as a boy character. So we can start to give them some gifts if we want to befriend them. But I'm not interested in that right now. What I am interested in is what you are selling. So you can see here that we have a variety of different clothing options in all sorts of different colors. So if you're not a fan of the orange and red outfit that we have on right now, you can swap it out for a different color. We were already given a dresser complimentary, and we have it, it's just not in our house. And so if you do buy these pieces of clothing, or there is something you want to change, we do already have a dresser to put them in with no added expense. Now these are the long-sleeved clothing, so these are the clothing options you have for fall and winter, and of course Shelly's clothing is going to change over when the weather gets warmer for our spring and our summer clothing. And we also have accessories, so she has all sorts of hats for us to wear, and later on, when she gets more inventory, her clothing inventory will expand. We can also work part-time if we want to make some money and increase our friendship with all three of these lovely ladies. And then finally, we have the rucksack option. So we can speak to Shelly here. And the first upgrade is going to be complimentary. I'm impressed by how great it looks after so much use. Oh, I thank you. I take care of my things, or so I'd like to think. How about an upgrade? You look like you could use it. And don't worry, this one's on the house. Oh, I thank you. That is lovely. What a lovely, upstanding woman you are. I really appreciate that. I need the space desperately. And just like that, she whips up an upgrade for us, and we now have 5 additional slots, which is going to make a world of difference, believe it or not. Doesn't seem like a lot, but I think it's going to make a difference. So that one was free, but if you want to talk to Shelly again, you can find out what it's going to take to do another upgrade. We need 2 good flax yarn, 2 good wool yarn, and 2 good silk yarn. So we don't have all of that stuff, but I just want you guys to keep that in mind, because in order to get wool yarn and silk yarn, having sheep and having silkworms becomes important, because that's how you get those items. It's going to take a while for us to get the rest of the yarn for that upgrade, but I think we're going to just have to be happy with what we have now. You can see she has indeed added another 5 slots on for us, which is great. I'm really happy about that. Poor puppy's out in the rain. I'm just going to walk along the beach here and see if there's anything that I can grab. I took the fishing rod out of my inventory before I left the house, and the reason for that, I figured, since we have all of our stamina, is that it would be a great day to do some fishing. There is a particular fish that we can catch on the beach that is available in fall and winter that we need for a rainbow, and it's relatively common. It's not going to use a lot of stamina to catch it. It's not at all rare. It's just something that you just need to fish for a little while for, and you'll eventually find it. I also figured that if there's any fish we don't eat for the rainbow, we can just catch those and sell them. So that is what we are going to do. So I'll pick a spot, any spot. Here looks good. I haven't yet upgraded the fishing rod to silver, but because this is just some basic fishing we're doing right now, that shouldn't be a problem. We shouldn't have any problems reeling in any sort of normal fish. Now, there are going to be some fish later on that we're definitely probably going to need a silver fishing rod or better for. I still have a lot of copper bars in my inventory at home, so I have that taken care of. I just need to find the money to go and do that. And we got a level up for our fishing rod, which is great. We can now charge it up, and that will cast the line out a little bit farther.
Yeah.
And I think a silver upgrade costs about $5,000, which isn't bad at all. I can even upgrade it now if I wanted to. So we're getting some fish here. Not the fish I'm looking for, but that's okay. There are also certain types of fish that you can only find in storms. Rare fish that sell for a lot of money, and so it's really important to try and fish around in different weather conditions because you can find different fish, as well as in different seasons, of course, because the fish do change. In different locations, all sorts of different fish pop up at different locations. So when you think about it, fishing is actually very, very versatile. Even though the activity itself is very simplistic, you don't really do a lot, you just tap the button. Well, the different kinds of fish that you can get and the different kinds of conditions you can find them in is really quite varied. Yeah. I'm actually really surprised that we haven't found the fish that I'm looking for yet, but that's okay. Considering that we have 2 seasons to find it, I'm not too worried. But we are getting a great variety of fish that I don't think we've caught yet. And hopefully some of these are going to be worth a little bit of cash. Yeah. I should mention too that after this video is done, because it's the start of a new month, I'll probably play a little bit without you guys and return when I have a little bit more to say. So at this point, I'm just waiting for the sheep to grow up, or I should say the lamb. The lamb is a little bit more appropriate. The lamb to grow into an adult sheep. We still have a baby. We're waiting on that. We are waiting for our crops to start coming in. And we're just sort of waiting to make some of our other rainbows and to make some progress on some of our other rainbows. Yeah. And I don't think the art festival is for about another week, and so I have quite a bit of time to catalog lots of interesting stuff to talk about. I do enjoy fall, there's lots to do. I still have lots of money, so I have a lot to play with and decide what I'm going to do with and what I'm going to buy. Yeah. And now it looks like my luck is starting to run out with fishing a little bit here. It's also quite possible that this fish doesn't show up in rain. It might be worth coming back on a sunny day. Oh, never mind, there it is, the sorry. That is the fish that we need for the rainbow. So this one here, found in the ocean during fall and winter, very delicious. But, as you can see here, we found lots and lots and lots of other fish too, which is great. And if you still haven't made good herb fish, or you'd like to make good herb fish just to use for energy, then you can always keep those fish and cook them. Somebody in the comments a few videos ago had mentioned that good herb fish is probably one of the easiest and most effective dishes to make if you're looking for stamina recovery, and they're absolutely right. So if you plan on using a ton of energy in the mines, or you just plan on using a lot of energy and you're far away from home, then that's a really good bet. And you can also sell it for a decent amount of cash, which is also a bonus. I don't have my axe, unfortunately, so I can't take care of this little tree stump, but I've been trying to keep my sickle in my inventory so that I can take care of all the little pesky weeds when they start to pop up. So I'm going to go ahead and just store the fish in my little tiny refrigerator here. We have another ingredient under our belt. And when I have something interesting to update you guys on, then I will most certainly be back. Thank you all so very much for watching, and I hope that I will see you next time.